Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Foxley, and this is just a casual scrim. It would have been a match, but it was cancelled due to one of the teams not showing up. So this is Game Has Changed versus Mother's Love. Quite a weird name for a team, but it is a name for a team. Okay, I've never actually watched one of these two teams play before, so I've actually no idea what they're gonna draft, so my guesses are probably gonna be quite a bit off.
5 seconds left. It's Dyer's band now.
Yeah, Magnus nowadays, he can just lose the mid lane but still farm so fast that it doesn't really matter that he lost it, so makes sense to ban it. And the bans are coming through quite quickly. I think maybe it's because it's a casual game, they're just rushing through it. Disruptor ban from Game Has Changed. Also not a hero you like playing against if you don't play it yourself, so yeah, it was like solid bans so far.
10 seconds.
I would honestly ban anti-mage nowadays. I just feel like nothing counters him with that. Okay, some stuff counters him, but he's really strong. And Tusk, first pick for Mother's Love. I don't know who the pos 4 players for them, but yeah, interesting pick. Yeah, Game Has Changed actually played Earth Spirit a bit earlier against my friends, and yeah, that Earth Spirit actually really played extremely well. So, and he likes ganking mid quite a bit, so we'll see if he does that in this game as well.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Crystal Maiden. I don't know, is that hero meta again? Because like a couple tournaments back, that hero was absolutely terrible. It had the worst win rate. But if it's meta again, I'm happy. I like that hero. Pack? Yeah, probably a pos 4 pack. And if they decide they want to play it mid later on, they can play it as well. So a good flex pick.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
Okay, there's the anti-mage ban. Yeah, it does make sense. You just really don't want to play against it. There's some heroes you can pick against it, which is decent. Faceless Void being one of them. Not anti. Night Stalker is pretty good because he has just an AoE silence, so the counter spell doesn't really matter. But still, it's like a really strong hero. The fact that you have to pick heroes like that shows to me how strong he is. If you don't actively counter pick him, he will just win any game.
It's Dyer's band now.
Okay, the Treant ban. That's interesting because they changed him now. He can't really do that creep cutting anymore. So he's not as irritating as he used to be. But yeah, it's okay, man. I think. Invoker. I wonder who in Mother's Love plays Invoker. Because you won't ban him if you don't know one of them plays it, I feel like.
5 seconds left. It's Dyer's band now. Seconds. Dyer's turn to pick.
Okay, Underlord. Well, this is interesting. This is exactly what they picked against my friends. I think they... I'm not sure if they had a buck, but they did have an Earth Spirit, they did have an Underlord. Let's see, what other heroes did they have? Maybe I can actually guess quite accurately what they're gonna pick then. Okay, I guess they're gonna keep... Okay. Yeah, they're gonna pick Void Spirit and Phantom Monster. If that actually happens, that's gonna be so funny.
Radiant pick.
Oh, okay, Troll Warlord. Still, 3 out of 5 are exactly the same. Lifestealer, that's a pretty good pick. It's good against Underlord and I think it's good against Puck as well, not sure. Well, Puck can silence him, so it's a two-way street. Ooh, Veno. Then a pause 3 Veno or mid Veno? Oh, I'm really not sure actually. I think it's gonna be mid. I mean, pause 3.
5 seconds.
But then they have to put like a Mars or something mid, I feel like. Because you have to make up for the fact that you have a weird offlaner by getting an initiator / tank in another lane.
Dyer's turn to ban.
Yeah, there we go, Storm Spirit ban.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Yeah, that's a pretty good ban. Like I said, they need something to make up for the fact that they don't have a like a pause 3, so Kunkka would have been one of those things. And yeah, Game Exchange is gonna have to pick like, I mean, Mother's Love's gonna have to pick like Dagger Knight or something. Otherwise I don't like their job that much. Although the Lifestealer still is a pretty good pick. Let's see though. Last ban here for Mother's Love. If they ban Void Spirit then they'll get away with it.
Dyer's turn to ban.
I mean then they'll have a good ban. Yeah, last ban, yeah, I'll just ban Mars to be honest.
Radiant pick.
Yeah, Necro's also a pretty good ban. Any like tanky-ish mid-hero is a good ban.
Seconds. Pick.
Ooh. Auto Devourer. Okay, so they really are going for Just a really hard mid-game build. That's interesting. I think they'll pick Void Spread now, if my theory is correct. But they're just picking the same heroes again. Because I mean that, yeah, literally everything except Troll was the same as...
This here's where you choose
Okay.
your hero.
Sniper versus Odie. I mean, if you level Shrapnel, it's not too bad. He does have the range to avoid his imprisonment, so it's pretty good. Yeah, Void Spirit would have been pretty bad meta against Outward Devourer, because he's melee, so you can't stop the fact that you'll get entrapped. And it is technically possible that Puck will go mid. I'm not sure who their mid player is, but let's see who went mid last time. Okay, no. He's gonna play Poseful.
I admit nothing but my sadness that you're gone.
Okay, let's get into the game. Lifestealer is gonna buy pretty standard items, pretty much. It's
Glory await.
more or less what you would expect. And then let's see, does anyone... Oh, is anyone doing something strange? It seems like Slevin is smoked up and all the members for Game Has Changed is smoked up at the moment. So let's see what they're gonna do here. They might try and do something creative. Seems like Troll Warlord isn't gonna follow them, but the rest of the team is gonna try something. Okay, so they just smoked to get into this position. I mean, that is 50 gold, but it's more just the smoke stock that you use for it that you miss out for that. It seems like Puck is here as well. They might try and do something here, but it's only 3 of them and it is a lifestealer. And smartly, lifestealer didn't level something up yet, so he can just go magic immune if he really wants to. Yeah, there's a sniper, man.
This one's for all the marbles. If marbles don't all.
Okay. Now we're gonna go on the lifestealer here. Lifestealer still hasn't leveled anything, and he does have a Tango as well, so wouldn't be surprised if he gets out here. But they are making his lane a little bit more difficult by forcing him to use a TP and some regen. I would say the smoke wasn't necessarily worth it there, but it was a cool idea. Okay, Venomancer has quite a aggressive build here. Already has the Wind Lace, and immediately the tag team onto Slevin. Slevin dropping pretty low. That's the Troll Warlord almost dead here. And this is going to be first blood onto the Troll Warlord. And no, that was actually a deny. Very well played there by the Puck. And actually, Game Has Changed gets first blood. And Slevin is going to miss a creep wave here, so still not ideal, but very well played there by the Puck. And that's one of the reasons why Venomancer isn't really the best pick, is you can just deny him in lane. It's a really strong spell, but with the only downfall being the deny capabilities. Lifestealer bottom lane, really forcing this Odie to use all of his regen. He's harassing him quite a bit, his mana is really low, and Seems like Earth Spirit is gonna harass the lifestealer back a little bit now, but the lifestealer does have that lifesteal to play with, so not too much of a problem. Top lane though, meanwhile. Puck does get a courier snipe onto Tusk's courier, and that is not a flame pause, that's just a normal pause. It seems like Mother's Love has some problems. Really nice plays here by the Puck so far. Getting that courier kill, getting that deny, forcing some rotations by the Tusk and the Venomancer. So Troll Warlord can get a free wave. Although I do think he is dead, yeah, because the Venomancer is rotating in onto the Puck. And yeah, it's just going directly to the orb and immediately using his Q on the Puck, and that's a dead Puck. Well played there, very nice prediction by the Venomancer.
I admit nothing but my sadness that you're gone.
Let me just get the last hits up here.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
That's another courier kill this game. A lot of couriers getting killed, and even this lane's courier isn't usually. Oh no, never mind. That's pretty normal. Okay, cool. So game has changed, really focusing the courier kills this game, which is really cool because those little buggers do give quite a bit of gold to your team. Almost like a bounty run. And yeah, it seems like game has changed, leading all 3 lanes at the moment. All of the carries have exactly 11 last hits, which is cool. Mid lane though, the OD pretty deep here. Sniper isn't even low, he just really wanted to get that imprisonment off. Does manage to force an Earth Spirit rotation in. Earth Spirit does roll onto the OD, does kick him off onto the low ground, but OD's just going to use the Astro Imprisonment onto the Sniper, and that's just a disengage. Still though, the OD is going to think twice before he plays that aggressively next time. Top lane, Venomancer dropping relatively low, but they do get the slow off onto the Puck. Puck is in deny range now. Troll, can he deny? Does not get the deny off, and that's a kill for Mother's Love. Now the aggressive onto Slaven as well, but Slaven wants to turn this around. The Venomancer dropping pretty low, but the magic stick enough to save him. And yeah, really well played there. Getting that kill. This is a super aggressive lane, and game has changed. Although the Troll is getting quite a bit of last hits, this is going to start getting out of control if they keep getting these kills. But Troll is doing a good job still farming, either way. And Crystal Maiden in between 2 of them at the bottom lane is making some space for his lifestealer though, but he's gonna try his best to run away, but it's just such a slow hero, and it seems like that is a dead Crystal Maiden. And yeah, another kill for game has changed to all now. Top lane, Slaven maybe a little bit out of position. He tries to TP out here. Tusk does not have the snowball, and he might be regretting it at the moment, as Slaven does manage to get out there on the Troll Warlord. Tusk still being aggressive. He does want to counter this pull by the Tusk, and Slaven salved up is gonna slow the Tusk for the time being, just harassing him a little bit. And meanwhile on the bottom lane, Crystal Maiden does get a kill onto the Underlord. Top lane though, Tusk is shielded in, but he's just gonna be able to orb out. Top lane, Earth Spirit kicks the Venomancer, tries to kick him into the tower, but not quite enough range. Venomancer slow onto the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit is in a bit of a pickle here, but Tusk even more so, as he's dropping even lower, and now Tusk is getting chased down by a Puck and a Troll Warlord, and another perfect jump there by the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit's roaming is so good this game. And yeah, bottom lane, now that the supports TP'd out, it's a little bit of a stalemate. It's just these 2 tanks hitting each other, but I do think it does favor the lifestealer a bit, as he does have that lifesteal and attack speed. Bottom lane, Crystal Maiden converging onto the Underlord. Yeah, Underlord between two of them. Lifestealer is going to try to hit him off now. He does have the rage as well. And Lifestealer dropping really low actually, but not low enough as he's just going to try to chase down this Underlord. Underlord just trying his best to juke into the tree line here, but it's not going to be enough. That is a kill for the Lifestealer. And yeah, this is a really solid lane. Starting to become a really solid lane now for Mother's Love. And yeah, the game's pretty much equal now. Less than a 1k net worth lead for Game Exchanged at the moment. Mid lane though, it's 14 denies for Sniper, so Sniper doing really well against this Outward Devourer. I think it is actually a pretty good pick against Odie, so next time if you wonder what hero is good to pick against Odie, it seems like Sniper might be that hero with his attack range. Top lane though, Tusk in the tree lines. Ooh, Puck drops really low really quickly, is shielded in as well. Troll, can he get the deny off? He does not get the deny off. That's a dead Tusk as well, yeah, as the Sniper TP might just be enough. Or is it a dead Tusk? No, he just salves and runs away. So really good play there for Mother's Love. And game has changed. They really want to kill this Venomonster as well, but it seems like everyone is able to escape here in the mid lane. And now Puck just soaking XP in the mid lane while the Sniper is gone. And the Outward Devourer, yeah, would really appreciate that the Sniper TP'd out there. Gives him a free wave, gives him some XP, and gives him... is about the same XP now as the Sniper as well. So all those denies in vain. Bottom lane, killing spree for Crystal Maiden as they do kill this Underlord again. Seems like Underlord isn't quite managing in the solo lane. He does need he should either just do something weird like jungle or pull creeps or something, because just trying to man fight these two heroes is not gonna work for him. Top lane though, Slevin on 33 last hits. All the carries in this game are like 10 last hits between them. So I mean, Odie has 29 and Lifestealer has 39. Ooh, Sniper going top lane with a double damage rune. This is going to be a lot of damage onto the Tusk. Tusk is silenced here, and that's just going to be 4 shots onto the Tusk, and now he's dead. Venomonster trying to escape here. Will they get the shrapnel off onto the Venomonster in time? He does use the shrapnel, but it's a little bit off the mark as it does not quite hit the Venomonster, and that's just the Venomonster out. And bottom lane, meanwhile, Crystal Maiden almost dies, but he does manage to get out, and now they want to go onto the Underlord here, as Lifestealer does have full HP. Earth Spirit kick into the tower, onto the Lifestealer. Lifestealer does get back in time, and it seems like he didn't get the kill, but he did at least save his Underlord. Now Tusk snowball onto the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit doesn't have roll for 2 more seconds. Earth Spirit dead, shield onto Underlord as well. Underlord extremely tanky, but I think they will get him down. They do manage to bring him down, and now Tusk desperately wants, Puck desperately wants this kill onto the Tusk, but it seems like Tusk is going to be able to escape as well here. So yeah, very good engagement there by Mother's Love, and these rotations not favoring Game Exchange at the moment. Okay, I just turned on my stream in-game as it seems like that wasn't on, and bottom lane Puck is here to help out this Underlord, but Underlord is quite a bit behind now with all those deaths. He is 6th in net worth at the moment. Ooh, and Tusk out of position again. He does have the illusory orb. He is going to be able to orb out for the time being. And ooh, they almost catch him with that shield, but not quite enough. Meanwhile, Sniper, middle lane, is going to die against this Outward Devourer. He decides to drop the hammer on the Sniper, no remorse. And now Spirit as well is going to run into an Outward Devourer, and that's a double kill for the Outward Devourer. They wanted to get this Underlord as well, yeah, and they are going to get that as well, and that's a triple kill for Outward Devourer. And honestly, just an insane turnaround here by Mother's Love. The early game wasn't looking too good, it wasn't looking too bad either, but now they're just running away with the game. And Very big getting a triple kill for the Auto Devourer there. Middle lane, they do want to punish this OD and they will be able to do so. So that's a killing spree dead, and that's the sniper getting the kill as well. So really big there for Game has changed. Very good rotation by Earth Spirit getting that OD kill for his team. Bottom lane, Puck. I mean, they're trying to contest this lifestealer desperately, but he's just so strong now. He's really a raid boss, and yeah, the Puck not quite enough. Maybe with this Earth Spirit as well, they will be able to contest him a little bit better, but I actually doubt it a bit. I don't see how they kill him without the sniper. Puck trying to steal this creep. He does manage to steal the creep, but he can't orb into the tower, so that's just a dead Puck. And not exactly a worthy trade, unfortunately, there for the Tusk. Mid lane, Tusk does use the eye shots onto Sniper as well as the tag team. Now the Astro Imprisonments as well. A little bit awkward as they're just waiting around the Sniper, and Sniper doesn't have any rotations. No, he does have the Earth Spirit kick onto the Sniper, and that's a very good play there by the Earth Spirit, managing to save the Sniper. But meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they do kill the Underlord again, unfortunately. Or Game has changed. Middle lane, Shrapnel onto OD. And top lane, they do want to kill this Venom onto all the bit. They be able to. They do get the Pit of Malice off onto the Veno. Veno trying to slow the OD does slow the Underlord, I mean, and he's just trying his best to run out here. Does he have a TP score? He does have a TP score available. Is he going to try and use it? Oh, the roll barely misses, and that means the Venom monster is just going to be able to walk out there. Meanwhile, the middle tower is dropping a bit, and the Sniper is under vision at the moment. I don't know how they got this war down. It's been there for quite a bit. And bottom lane, Puck really just trying to get some XP here, but this lane is so brutal with the Crystal Maiden and the Lifestealer. Okay, so I was AFK there for a second. Okay. They are trying to give some farm here for the Puck, but it's still at the bottom of the net's worth because it is their pos 4. And Crystal Maiden actually farming quite a bit. Is at the top of the support leaderboard. Middle lane. Mother's Love decides to pressure this tower in the middle lane. They do have the Venomancer wards, but Game has changed does use the Fortify, and that's enough for Mother's Love to get back for the time being. Is it going to hold them back for long though? It seems like Venomancer really wants this tower as he just goes directly into the creep wave. Earth Spirit kick onto the Venomancer as well as the Sniper ult, and that is enough damage to kill off the Venomancer. The trap onto the Earth Spirit does manage to trap him in for the time being, and the OD just 3 hits the Earth Spirit. Sniper trying to get away from this Lifestealer, but as I said, this Lifestealer just is a raid boss, and he is so strong at the moment. He wants to dive the tier 2 here, and he is actually going to dive, but he drops the hammer onto the Underlord. They really want the skill onto the Underlord. Pit of Malice onto 2. They do get the Astro Imprisonment, which is going to be enough to kill him off. That is enough. Slevin trying to re-engage here. Dream Coil onto 2, as well as the Silence onto the Auto Devourer. OD dropping pretty low. Yeah, they do have the Battle Trance as well. He does use it, but Tusk dodges it with the Snowball. And now, no mana on the Show Warlord, and oh, the Walrus Punch onto the Puck there, and Tusk is gonna be really happy with that. He shouldn't have gotten anything there. But still, pretty good re-engagement there by Game Exchange. Crystal Maiden does get the freeze onto the sniper as well as the ultimate. And is it going to be enough to kill the sniper? No, sniper just right-clicks him down. And quite ambitious there by the Crystal Maiden. And Sniper doesn't have a lot of HP to show, but he did survive. So actually really not, all things considered, as like this, considering how the fight started, that was pretty good for Game Exchange.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Top lane, Tusk is aggressive. He's gonna try to catch this Tusk. I mean, this Puck. I keep confusing those two. And it seems like all the members of Game Exchange is grouped up in this top jungle here. They do manage to get the ward, and Bing's coming through by the, it seems like the Outward Devourer. And Lifestealer trying to get back here. He does have the magic immunity. He's going to use it immediately, trying to actually re-engage onto the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit is dead. Troll Warlord ult used immediately. He wants to get this root onto the Lifestealer. Lifestealer dropping pretty low now, and the Sniper ult as well. That is enough to kill him. And now the Crystal Maiden trying to run away, but this 4-year is chasing him. Really good block there by the Tusk, but still not enough, as that is a really good trade for Game Exchange. Just losing their Earth Spirit there. And yeah. Good fight there by Game Exchange. Top lane though, Tusk. He seems like he wants to get the skill onto the sniper. That would be really aggressive, but he does want to get the kill. And he tries to run out, but I think that ward saw him or something, because the sniper got back in exactly the right time. Odie, imprisonment. Onto the Underlord. Underlord dropping pretty low. He is forced to use his ultimate here. Earth Spirit does get the roll on onto the Outward Devourer. Odie dropping pretty low, and that's not a good trade for Mother's Love, as they do get the Odie and the Venom monster. But now Lifestealer trying to make up. To clean up crew coming in. He does get the kill onto the Earth Spirit and the Puck. So really good re-engagement there by Mother's Love. And now Sniper just counting his lucky stars that he got out there. And meanwhile, Troll Warlord is farming. He does have that Battle Fury up now, so he is catching up quite a bit with in regards to farm. He's gonna, at this pace, he will surpass the Lifestealer. Middle lane, Tusk just pushing in the lane, getting some farm. He is getting that solar crest, so he's going to be a little bit of a one-punch man eventually. Okay, they used the smoke. 3 people smoked here. They might try to bait the Troll Warlord. It seems like Troll Warlord, yeah, he's just going to push out mid lane. Meanwhile, his team is waiting in the shadows. Sniper does have a double damage rune as well, and the entire game has changed. Is wrapping around here onto Mother's Love, so this could be a pretty good setup here, but no one in Mother's Love is even close to them, and like I think they're just wondering, where are they at the moment? And both teams doing exactly the same move here. It seems like Mother's Love also smoking, and yeah, I think both of the teams are quite confused at the moment about what exactly is going on, and I would be as well. And Underlord does get a stack here, so that's pretty good for Game Has Changed, and now, I mean, they might as well try to pressure this bottom tower, and it seems like that is what they want to do. Earth Spirit though, seems like he has other plans. He wants to maybe try and save this mid tower. Bottom lane though, all these heroes from Game Exchange are pushing this bottom tower, and it doesn't seem like Mother Love does really want to contest it. It is only a tier 1 after all. Meanwhile, Mother's Love are gonna try and push out this tier 2 tower. Fortify, really strong nowadays, just takes out a creep wave.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, and the Crystal Maiden and the Lifestealer converging onto the Puck here. Puck out of position, they do get the imprisonments onto him, and now the Sniper's out of position. This is really bad for game exchanges. They do get the kill onto the Sniper, and now Odie does want to get the kill onto the Earth Spirit as well, and Earth Spirit is imprisoned up, and meanwhile in the backline they do get the Walrus Punch onto the Underlord as well, so that's another kill for Mother's Love. Meanwhile, Earthspirit trying his best to juke out here. His best hope is to get a creep deny, maybe, but he rolls a little bit too far, and that is 4 kills for nothing by Mother's Love. And that's a 7k net with lead now. And meanwhile, Troll is farming, so that is a little bit of a silver lining for Game Has Changed, as they do kind of make space for him, but unfortunately the space is 4 people dying. But the Troll does at least survive, so not terrible. Okay, it is not as terrible as it could have been. And Sniper starting to really get behind in regards to farm now. Is quite a bit. It's like 4k behind the Lifestealer. And now Walrus Punch onto the Puck again, and Puck's dead again, yeah, and just respawned. And this Tusk really starting to hit quite hard, especially for a pos 4 mid lane. They do try to jump onto the Underlord, but Underlord will be able to just manage to get out of those eye shots. Troll TPing really aggressively. He's quite confident here that they won't kill him. He does have his ultimate, and Tusk Lifestealer combo is gonna do so much damage. He does use the ice shards, does draw onto the Underlord actually. They want to kill this Underlord maybe. Seems like they do get the Walrus Punch off onto the Troll Warlord. I don't think they know they really want to go on here, as they are quite split up in the heroes they are choosing. Slevin does use the ultimate, he does get the root off onto the Lifestealer. Now the re-engagement is quite successful here for Game Exchange. Buyback by the Earth Spirit. Odie is silenced, and that's a kill onto the Auto Devourer. Meanwhile, Earth Spirit does wants even more here. He wants to get this Venomons. He does get the silence off onto the Venomons, and Venomons are trying his best to run out here. It gets the slow off onto the Earth Spirit, but it seems like it's not gonna mean anything, as they do get 4 kills there for Game Has Changed. Really well played there by Game Has Changed. Troll Warlord, knowing that he is actually quite strong, and TPing quite aggressive into all of them, and gets away with it. Really good fight there by Game Has Changed. Now Troll Warlord and the Tusk, a little bit of a battle here in the mid lane. Tusk being really aggressive, and now he's going to get slowed. He is silenced as well, and that's a dead Tusk. Crystal Maiden does TP, and he does use the ultimate immediately. They do get the kill onto the Earth Spirit, and they do get that return kill at least. I don't think they'll get anything else here, but no, yeah, they won't get anything else there, but they came pretty close. And Crystal Maiden does get a D-Ward there as well. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Underlord just pushing out. And Crystal Maiden running straight into the Spuck, but I mean, it's a little bit deep, not quite where you want to fight. And they're just so aggressive, completely relentless in their aggression, and they really want to kill the Sniper, but Sniper just barely out of range of... Ooh, Auto Devourer with the Ether Lens does manage to get the imprisonment off onto the Sniper. Second time he drops the hammer, but it's against the BKB, so it's not going to mean anything. Meanwhile, Slaven does use his ultimate onto the Lifestealer. He wants to root him, but it seems like that's not going to happen. And meanwhile, Puck trying to get out there. He does at least get the Dream Core off before dying. That's a really big Dream Core actually. But Slaven is trying his best to escape here. He's extremely slow. And Sniper almost getting caught as well. Lifestealer really wants this Sniper. He really wants him. One more hit and that is enough. Double kill for the Lifestealer, and one more hit should be enough for the Troll Warlord to die there. And Lifestealer re-engaging onto the Earth Spirit. Somehow the Troll Warlord survives, and he does die by the Venomancer. And Earth Spirit dropping pretty low now as well, as it seems like he is going to die here as well. Does manage to roll out, for now at least, and does create some space. Does have another roll off cooldown, but yeah, wouldn't have done anything, and that is A good fight for Mother's Love, but at least game is changed. They do get the lifestealer there. They did have quite a bit of burst on him. Surprisingly, they seems like game is changed does have the kill potential, even though the scoreline isn't exactly what they would want it to be. Meanwhile, mid lane, it seems like Mother's Love might finally get this mid tower they've been looking to get, or at least try to, but they decide it's not worth the risk, as Troll Warlord is going to respawn anytime now. And Puck trying to catch up in farm. It does have the Eel Scepter. I do think Puck, even though he's a support, I do think he does do well with a little bit of farm. And meanwhile, game has changed, trying to deward, or not trying, they are dewarding. Oh, really good sentry. They deward 2 of the observer wards by Mother's Love, and yeah, that's pretty nice for game has changed. They do still have an 8k gold deficit, so they're gonna have to do something to stop the bleeding. Who used drums? It seems like Tusk used drums just to farm a little bit faster. And it seems like Game Exchange does want to get another kill. They do find the Venomonster, but Venomonster does have his Blink Dagger, so he does manage to blink out in time. And now Game Exchange just destroying Plague Wards. Troll Warlord runs into Rosh Pit. I think he thought they might be rushing, as he does just get back immediately afterwards. And Sniper is starting to catch up in regards to farm. He does have this lane to push out now, so that's gonna help him quite a bit if he does decide to push it out. And meanwhile, mid lane, CM, can he get the jump onto the Puck? They do get the jump onto the Puck. Puck does manage to dodge that spell really well, and yeah, just manages to escape there with the illusory orb. And meanwhile, they want to get this kill onto the Underlord as well, but with the Tusk Lifestealer Bomb. But Game Exchange do really well to avoid the fights and get out there. Meanwhile, Puck in the mid lane, get some harassment. Another smoke here by Game Exchange. They do want to try and catch someone. Seems like they do find the Venomonster, but is he just going to blink out immediately again? Yes, he does blink out, and he also breaks the smoke. That's really bad for Game Exchange. They do show all their cards here, and Arthur Devara gets an imprisonment onto the creep before staffing out. A little bit of a cheeky play. They do get the Rod of Atos onto the Puck dropping pretty low. Troll Warlord ultimate as well, and this is a really big fight at the moment. Dream Coil onto 2. OD dropping pretty low as well. He does use the Astral Imprisonment defensively. Will he be able to get out here? I don't think he will. And Slaven dropping pretty low as well. That's a kill onto the Troll Warlord, but 4 kills for Game has changed. And now the cleanup crew has arrived. Lifestealer does get a double kill, gets the kill onto the Sniper, gets the kill onto the Esprit as well. And only Puck remains. Puck should be able to escape here, but very good turnaround there by the Lifestealer, and turning a bad fight into a good one, as now it's only Lifestealer and Puck left on the map. Seems like Puck just collecting the bounty runes. It's pretty much, that's the best thing he can do at the moment. And Lifestealer also getting the same idea, but a little bit too late. And Puck just orbs out. Maybe if Lifestealer got the bash there, that would have been nice. Puck, cheeky, gets the silence onto the Venomancer. Does have a Heal Scepter as well, but now 3 heroes around him and he's stuck in the trees. This Walrus Punches is just gonna mount him, man. He tried to be cheeky, but didn't quite work out.
I admit nothing but my sadness that you're gone.
Oh, there's a Rod of Atos onto the Underlord. Underlord out of position. Yeah, he is ice charged in, and he tries to TP out. Is he gonna make it in out in time? He does make it out. The bash does not come through for the Lifestealer. Really close call there. Meanwhile, top Earth Spirit does go onto the Crystal Maiden, but now Outward Devourer here as well. Sniper heading away onto the Odie. Odie does want to drop the hammer. He does drop the hammer onto the Sniper. That's enough to kill him. He does manage to get the Astral Imprisonment off on himself as well there. But Slevin is here to clean up, and that's a dead Outward Devourer. Meanwhile, Earth Spirit, Crystal Maiden fight each other, and I think both of them are gonna die. Maybe, no, he does manage to Glimmer Cape out there, and Slevin is just stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment as he can't quite reach any of them. And bottom lane, there's another fight going on as Lifestealer just dives the puck and now wants to dive the Underlord as well here. Underlord is in a really bad situation here. He does have Troll TP in, and they won't be able to kill off the Underlord, but they definitely did scare him quite a bit there. All in all, it seems like Game Exchange are defending at the moment, but Lifestealer doesn't want that to be so, as they do force the Troll Warlord ultimate, but Troll Warlord's so low, he's just going to die immediately after this ult expires. Is he going to be able to get the Venomancer in time? He doesn't get the Venomancer either, so really good fight there for Mother's Love. And now Underlord trying to escape. He does have the debuff from the Guardian Greaves, trying to ult out as well, but not going to make it, as Lifestealer now just wants to dive this. He just wants to dive everything. Anything he sees, he'll just chase him down to the ends of the earth, if that's what's necessary. Sniper does have the ultimate, but there's no point ulting a Lifestealer, so Lifestealer just makes it up.
Top tower ain't looking too steady.
And the net worth lead just growing for Mother's Love at the moment. More than 15k net worth lead now, and I must say Game Exchange are trying to make some plays around the map to try and get that net worth lead back, but it seems like they aren't quite able to do so. But they are trying to make some plays, and some of them are working, but overall it is favoring Mother's Love. And now it seems like Mother's Love, they want to try and rosh, and Game Exchange do have a good idea that they are roshing, it seems like, and they'll definitely want to contest it.
Find those sneaky bums.
But yeah, pretty much no one has buyback, or none of the cores except for Troll Warlord has buyback. Does make this rosh a lot more difficult. And it seems like Mother's Love a little bit hesitant to try that rosh. They maybe want to try to get wards up, or try to get a pick off first, or not exactly sure. And it does seem like they are gonna eventually try to rosh here, and seems like Game Exchange, they are grouped up at the moment. They can contest it if they go immediately. But it seems like they are unaware of the Roche happening, and that's a free Aegis for Mother's Love, and I think they're gonna give this to the Outward Devourer. Yes, Outward Devourer, the glass cannon of Mother's Love does take the Aegis. And now, I'm pretty sure they'll try to siege a lane. Let's see which lane that is. They'll probably try to get the tier 2 top first before doing anything else.
Oh boy.
Ooh, and a pause by game has changed. Okay, can game has changed. Contest this rush. We do have a BKB on the troll. Troll is pretty fat. I mean, he's second net worth in this game, so he's pretty fat. And if he BKBs before he gets heavens, then yeah, they might be able to catch that Lifestealer. And remember, Lifestealer doesn't have Aegis, so if they catch that Lifestealer early into the fight, then they can win a fight. And Pack does have the Yield Scepter as well, which is pretty good to just kite enemies out. And Underlord has a lot of sustain for his team with the Pipe of Insight and the Guardian Greaves. And Earthspread has that potential to just kick in someone from the side of Mother's Love, so... And Sniper's a really good high ground defender, so... They might be able to stop the siege, but we'll just have to wait and see. I still obviously think it does favor the side of Mother's Love quite heavily, so... But there is a chance. They focus the right heroes first, they do have somewhat of a chance.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Let's see what happens. Okay, so it seems like game has changed, actually just pushing out bot at the moment, and Earth Spirit is going to get caught here for the time being, but he does manage to roll out. And I'm not sure, are they trying to trade Drax? I'm not exactly sure what they are doing. Oh, okay, yeah, they're just gonna Underlord ult back. They do lose the Rax though, so... Yeah, I'm not sure that was worth it. It is a cool idea though. Maybe if they ulted back a little bit earlier would have been better. Or maybe if not everyone went with the Underlord. But they do get a tier 2 at least, so it is something. And yeah, that's one Rax down. It seems like they do use the smoke here on the side of Game Exchange. They want to jump this Venomonster. Venomonster is quite a tanky boy, and he manages to blink out just in time. That was spooky, as he had no idea how it went to blink. But they do get a good engagement onto the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden will die as well as the Venomonster. So good fight there by Game has changed, being as far behind as they are. And yeah, two really good kills for Game has changed. And it seems like they want to try and press the advantage here, as they are going to keep pushing mid, knowing it's a 3v5. But they need to be a little bit careful, as the Outward Devourer still does have an Aegis. So they can't be too happy-go-lucky here. But they do get the middle tower. And yeah, extremely good fight there by Game has changed. Middle lane, trap onto the Outward Devourer. He does still have the Aegis, and he will still just be able to walk out anyway. And it seems like Game has changed. They do want to get this tower mid, but maybe the Lifestealer will reaggress onto the Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord does manage to Manta out, so nothing will come of that. Lifestealer. Yeah, and that's another tower, therefore Game has changed. I think that's really well played there by them. And top pushing out quite a bit, but not enough for it to be a problem. Okay, the smoke gank by Mother's Love. They do get the jump onto the Lifestealer actually. There's Lifestealer in between three of them, but the Lifestealer just wants the sniper. Sniper dropping really low, but the kick there by the Earth Spirit is really good as Lifestealer trying his best to run out, but he won't quite be able to as the Lifestealer just chased down two of them. Immediate buyback by the Sniper. Troll Warlord doesn't have his ultimate anymore and he's dropping really low here, and that's two more hits and he's dead. They do struggle a little bit to kill him off, but that's a really good smoke gank there by the side of Mother's Love. And yeah, it seems like Mother's Love just want to continue the siege here. Troll Warlord does buy back. He doesn't realize that it's going to be necessary and rather do it sooner than later. And Lifestealer just going for the tier 3 here. Does drop it pretty low really quickly. This guy is extremely strong. Most farmed hero on the map at the moment. And it does manage to just drop that Drax immediately as well. But the chains onto 2. Lifestealer dropping pretty low. They do try to get this Troll Warlord. They go on the Underlord as well. Underlord is dead for 75 seconds. Earth Spirit a little bit deep, and a freeze onto the Troll Warlord as well. They really want to kill this Troll Warlord off, but the Sniper is just fending them off from the back lines, and Sniper just right clicking away is doing quite a lot of damage there from the back line. Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden dropping pretty low. They do have detection onto him, and Crystal Maiden is going to die here. Venom Monster also dropping pretty low. That's 2 kills for Troll Warlords. A really good defense there by Game has changed. And now Tusk trying to run out. Does get the Heal Scepter off onto the Earth Spirit, but a really good roll there by the Earth Spirit. Kicks him straight into the Troll Warlord, and Troll Warlord is going to be able to slow this Tusk and get the kill onto the Tusk as well. That's 3 kills by Slaven, and he easily gets his buyback gold back there. And quite a good defense.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ooh, meanwhile, Odie almost spots the Troll Warlord. I'm not exactly sure who would have won that fight, but oh, and Outward Devour going for a really interesting build here. He's going for the Refresher Orb instead of the Scythe of Vice, which you would normally see on Odie this time into the game. It's going quite an odd build overall, so quite interesting to see. Very spell oriented build with the Ether Lens and the Ags. And now the Refresher Orb as well.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
And the game has calmed down quite a bit now after that fight. But I'm pretty sure that Mother's Love will be stepping on the pedal again soon, as they know that Game Exchange don't have a buyback on the Troll Warlord now, so it is a win condition for them, 100%. But Game Exchange are really fighting this game to just keep it in contention. Oh, and another smoke now by Mother's Love. I don't think it was spotted out by Game Exchange. They do catch this. Who do they catch? They do catch the Puck, which in all fairness isn't too bad for Game Exchange. Puck does manage to orb out, and that's a really good juke there by the Tusk. By the Puck, and they do actually catch this Earth Spirit as well. Earth Spirit tries to roll out, and these supports are just so elusive that Earth Spirit almost escapes as well, but the Astral Imprisonment is enough. No, is it? Wow. That's actually insane. They don't catch either of the supports. They're really well played by Puck and Earth Spirit, managing to escape there. And now Sniper gets spotted out. There's the Ether Lens on the Outward Devourer, so the Sniper needs to be a little bit careful. Oh, and that ward, really risky ward, but does manage to get it. And it seems like no more trying to get pickoffs here for Mother's Love. They just want to just racks, and it seems like they will be able to do exactly that, as they don't have a lot of things consisting them. But Lifestealer dropping pretty low now. He is spotted out. Ooh, the Tusk Snowball does save the Lifestealer for now, and now they re-engage onto the Tusk. Tusk does manage to escape for now, and they do kill the Crystal Maiden as well. Alto Rivara does use his BKB. He does have the hammer ready and available. But a really good fight there. Sniper just in the backlines, right clicking away, and they don't even lose the racks here. So very well played there by Game Exchange, getting the defense. I don't think the snake will be enough to kill him. Yeah, the Tusk does kill him off just to make sure.
Courier has been killed.
And this ward survives, even though there was a sentry, which is really cool. Meanwhile, top, Tusk just running back to his base. They are going to try and defend a little bit of a siege here. They do have 2 buybacks, and yeah, game has changed. They can't really siege now, they can't rosh either, so they're just going to push out the lanes and get some farm while they can before they respawn. But really nice fight there by Game has changed. Okay, Tusk does spot that Roche is back up, and that's really big actually, as the entire game could revolve around this next Roche being up, and both teams know that Roche is up now, but this ward is so sneaky, and it does spot that roll into the Roche, but in Lifestealer just gonna run in. They do think that they are Roshing, but it seems like they aren't actually Roshing, and now it seems like Lifestealer is just hitting Roche. Game Exchange has to contest this. They don't have a lot of time left to play around and wait for a smoke. Roche drops really low really quickly, and the Crystal Man is just going to walk up the high ground, just be a body bag so they can't get to the Roche earlier. And Game Exchange isn't going to be able to contest this Roche in time, but they do wrap around. It seems like they want to try somewhat of a odd play here. I don't know who they want to catch. Troll Warlord in the front line. It does is between all 5 of them. The imprisonment actually saves him a little bit, as he does use the BKB and the ultimate onto the Alto Rivara. Alto Rivara dropping pretty low. Odie does use the defensive imprisonment to escape for now. Meanwhile though, Tusk trying to go on the Sniper, but Sniper is being aggressive right back, and Sniper does so much damage. Odie and the Troll Warlord having their own fight. Crystal Maiden ult does do quite a bit of damage. They do kill the Sniper, and they do kill the Underlord as well. Really good ult there by the Crystal Maiden. Meanwhile, Buck just trying to get out. He does have the 1 charger. He should be able to get out there. Mid lane, Slaven is trying to run down this Lifestealer, but Lifestealer turns around and he drops the hammer onto the Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord drops really low, and they do get the kill onto the Troll Warlord as well as the Earth Spirit. Really good fight there by the side of Mother's Love, and yeah, I think that's extremely good for Mother's Love, and this would have to be an insane defense for Game Exchange to survive this one. Odie even has another Sanity's Eclipse, and they decide to not end immediately.